Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ascension Update. I'm Ginette Biro. I'm a medium and a cosmic channeler. And today we have a message from the Mantis. It was beautiful and surprising, and actually not what I expected. This morning, I kind of had an intention to connect in with the Pleiadians. We had the Pleiadians come through in cosmic consciousness last night, so I figured we would carry on with that. But this beautiful Mantis message came through yesterday in one of my classes, and that was kind of carried on into this morning. So I really want to share this message first, and then I'll see if they have anything else they want to add. I do have a guide. Her name is Uzma. She is a Mantis being. And for those of you listening thinking, what the heck? All I can say is, trust me, I hear you. The first time I came across Mantises, I figured I'd kind of lost it. I was like, what? That's great. What? But again, as with all things in the universe, I've come to understand that there are so many different kinds of beings in the galaxy. And the more that I've settled into my own journey, the more I've met different people let's say people, galactic people within my council. And there are a bunch of different ones. And one of them happens to be a Mantis. She's beautiful in her energy. She's kind of a white pearlescence, about 7 feet tall, very kind, very funny, loves to giggle, but very wise on the body. Very interesting. So anyways, I want to start with this message, and then I'll see if she has anything more she wants to share. All right, so they said, radiate love more than hate. Many are under the impression that hate is stronger, but it is not. From a geometrical standpoint, hate holds a pointed angular frequency meant to dislodge and disturb what it touches. But love has a bigger and more bountiful geometric design. As scientists, because they're often very scientific, the mantises, as scientists, we can explain it with this analogy. In cellular theory, the process of phagocytosis is when one cell is bigger than another and in turn eats the other cell. It envelops the disharmonic cell or cancer cell and dismantles it within. So you can imagine like Pac-Man, right? Pac-Man's going along and then like eating other cells. So in phagocytosis, the cell will approach another cell and then just basically like overtake it and then dismantle it within. So she carried on to say, this is what love frequency does to hate frequency, because love frequency is bigger and it dismantles the sharp points found in the hate frequency. So when you choose love, you are not choosing ignorance. You are choosing the bigger and more powerful frequency that has the ability to override and deconstruct the hate. Knowing this, we ask you to choose wisely what frequencies you are adding to the collective with your existence here on Earth. And I thought that was pretty powerful. And I mean, we have to give it some context too, because when she said, when you choose love, you are not choosing ignorance, you are choosing the bigger, more powerful frequency that has the ability to override and deconstruct. She wasn't getting at that, like we need to choose blind love and that love heals all. And, you know, when you see some horrific thing happen to somebody, that it's okay because love heals all. It's not that, right? Oftentimes people think when it's choose love or hate, they're thinking black and white. That's not the case. However, say there is a really horrible act that is done to one person by another person, okay? And we are appalled by what this other person did. We can show love to the victim, of course, but we can also find love in an aspect of that person. Doesn't mean we love what they did, but what about the wounded child, say, that was neglected, maybe beaten and maybe abused, that brought so much hate into their life, it led them down this path to create that situation. We don't love the situation. We don't agree with it. We don't condone it. It is awful. But if we are living multidimensional lives, moving through time and space, past, present, future, and parallel, can we give love to that wounded child that had that significant traumatic event that led to this awful path? That's one way we can look at it, right? Can we also, in that situation, feel the anger and feel the hate, but then choose to love bigger than the hate and not allow that hate to make us bitter towards other people? Can we choose that? Or do we take the hate of that and then embody that angular frequency and then put hate on someone else? So again, I hope you're all understanding how I'm trying to express this. I'm not trying to express that horrible acts are okay. They're not okay. Then they're not okay. But what can we do in those situations to embody the frequency of love versus embodying and taking in and living with the frequency of hate? We still will feel all the emotions because we're meant to as human beings. We are meant to feel the emotions. We are meant to be emotional. Part of emotions is anger. It comes from hurt and resentment. We need to feel it to understand it, to move through it. But do we stay in that? Do we stay in hate? Or do we transmute and step into love where we can teach people to do better? We can do better ourselves. We can there is more malleability in love than there is in hate. And eventually those two frequencies have an impact on your body. If you fill yourself with hate frequency, you likely will become sicker and sicker. If you fill your body with love frequency, it can help you heal. Again, I'm generalizing. So something to ponder, I'm losing my voice here, something to ponder with this message. It's a very deep message. I recognize it can be triggering for people, but I'm really hoping you're all understanding the level in which I'm speaking about love and hate here, not speaking surface level, speaking deeper levels. And so again, at the end of her statement, she said, knowing this, we ask you to choose wisely what frequency you are adding to the collective with your existence here on Earth. I think that's a powerful, powerful question of personal responsibility. Something to ponder. So I will leave this with all of you. Oh, lastly, they're like, we're giving you this to ponder because you can handle it. And we're giving this for you all to ponder because you're transmuting and transforming so significantly. You can handle this depth of the message. So that's really interesting. All right, everyone, I will leave that with all of you. May you feel love. May you show kindness and love to somebody today because it ripples out and it also feeds your soul. So I'm sending you so much love from my heart. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your open-mindedness to big concepts. Thank you for diving deep with me. And I sure love and appreciate all of you so very much. So I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.